Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading. There are 3 piles here for you to choose from. So pick a pile that draws you in the most, and I will leave the timestamps for each reading in the description box below. If you're after private reading, I do private readings. You can contact me via all my socials, which I'll list in the description box. But otherwise, take a moment if you need it to make your selection, pick your pile, and I will see you in your reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your reading. If you chose Group 1, this was your little fairy figurine that came with your reading. I felt like this was out of all the 3 little figurines that I had today for the readings. I felt like this was reminded me of like a little witch's cottage the most. So maybe that's something that appeals to you, like living away in like a forest in a cottage, or maybe it's just a message of like maybe needing to disconnect from reality a bit and find a way to get your quiet space that may be needed at this time. Let's jump into your reading. So we're using the Cozy Witch Tarot deck today. So the first card that you have is the Ace of Swords. Came out. So this card says, look at you, you're bursting with sparkling new ideas. So definitely something going on here with a new idea, something new that you want to bring into your life, whether it's a brand new idea that you just thought of, or it's something that you've been thinking of for a while and maybe you just haven't had I was going to say confidence, but like the drive to do it just yet. Or maybe you're just considering what it would actually take to put this idea into action. So yeah, I guess there's something happening here where you've got this great thought, a great new idea, and you're wanting to implement it, but you're just thinking about it first, and you're just wanting to make sure that it's sort of actually gonna be worthwhile, worth your time to put into it. So the next card we had was the Two of Cups. So it's a sweet little card. It says, some people are like the pumpkin to your spice. So it's very sweet. The 2 people sitting there beside the water, pumpkins all around, enjoying their whatever it may be. Might be a pumpkin spice latte. And I think this card is just reminding you to be grateful of the things that you have in your life, even the little things like the pumpkin spice in your latte, or you know, whatever those little things may be in the moment for you. You've got someone special in your life, and you've got like this really wonderful person in your life. Just make sure that you're really grateful of them and what they bring to your life. It doesn't have to be like in a partner sense. It could be an animal, it could be a child, a family member, a friend. It's just a call to really savor those little moments that make life sweet. So and we also had the Three of Cups coming out. So you've got a lot of good people in your life. You've got says, come together with your coven. So you've got this little group of people around you. They all get you. They are all similar. They have similar interests. So you're able to talk about the same topics. You're able to really be yourself around these people. So you don't have to hold back at all. And you just know that no matter what you do in life, that they're always there and they'll always have your back. And like, another thing that you're definitely grateful in this life is having these people around you, because it feels like no matter what you do, they get you, and that doesn't mean you, like, they're going to support you no matter what you do. Like, if you obviously can't do bad things but they're going to get it. Like, you won't have to, that's what it is. It's like you won't have to explain yourself to them. They're already, no matter what you say to them, they're going to understand, and you always feel like you have that with them. So the next card we have is the Eight of Pentacles. And it says, sorry, but fairies aren't going to come and do all the work for you. You can see she's in her little workspace there, and looks like she's getting a bit tired, and she's just like, fairies, come and take over. But it's just a reminder that sometimes good things take a lot of hard work. And unfortunately, you can't just click your fingers and voila, there they are, right in front of your eyes. Like, all the hard work has to still go into it. Like, there's no way of just magically making that happen out of nowhere. You've got to be the one to make the magic happen. And we have the Knight of Wands. So it says, sometimes you need to be willing to bend the rules a little bit. So yeah, it kind of looks like in this one that she's got a crazy idea, or she's got this wild idea, or she's off on a whim. Well, not so much a whim, she's off on a new exploration. And when it talks about rules, I feel like there's something risky about what she's going to do, or there's something unknown, or it's against the way that people usually do it, or the people around her would usually know how it's done. So she's doing it a bit differently. She's going a little bit against the grain. So she's got to make sure that if she's taking this risk, she's going to take the hell out of it and make it worthwhile. And I feel like these people are definitely going to be behind her back. And she's just going to light the way now. She's taking a candle with her, so yeah, I think she's just going to light her own way. She's prepared, she's bringing her own light, so she's going to kind of take the lead and show up and show herself the way. And she will have people supporting her and who have her back. And the next card that came out was the King of Wands. So it says, shine your inner candle light bright enough for others to follow. So it's interesting, we have another card coming out with a candle in it. And this one says, shine your inner candlelight bright enough for others to follow. So with this candle here as well, she's taking this one with her on the journey to this place where she's going, where it's a bit risky, and she's lighting her own way. And then this one's also telling you that you need to take your inner light with you and be guided by what's inside and what lights you up on the inside. And yeah, and like how it's kind of like she's bending the rule, she's doing it a bit differently to what it usually gets done, how it usually happens. So it's kind of like she's lighting the way coming from within for others. So others are eventually going to see why she does the the way she does them, why things are happening the way that she's doing them, and people will eventually see why, and people will eventually, understand this great idea that you've got. It just might be new to people. It might be a new way of doing it. It might be a new way of thinking. And that's where you're really going to have to dig deep, and all good things come from within and from the heart. So that's what it's really guiding you to do moving forward. So yeah, moving forward, there's definitely a lot of positivity and exciting new things happening. You've got this great idea, you're putting in the work, you're going out on a limb, lighting your way, you're using your inner wisdom and inner guidance, searching within, searching your heart. So yeah, good things on the horizon. Very positive new energy. So yeah, I definitely feel like this is the start of something big for you. So I've got a couple of oracles from the Sacred Forest Oracle. You got Raven Spirit, Truth. So I think you'll just find on this journey that you're going on, it's a big, new, exciting thing that's happening in your life, and it will be a bit of a journey, and it will take a lot of truth, self-truth, truth from within to keep you on the right path and help keep you guided to where you're meant to be going. And we also have the Ancient Oak Spirit, Strength. So just as much as truth, there's going to be a lot of strength for you to pour into this new thing that you've got going on. And it will always take a lot of strength. So there's that one. And you also got from the Moonology Messages Oracle, you got Moonlit Serenade, change your tune. This kind of, I feel like, goes with the kind of Knight of Wands energy, and even the King of Wands energy. You're wanting to sort of change things up. You're doing things a little bit different. So for you to sort of serenade and get people to follow along with you, yeah, that's where it's going to take a lot of your heart and being your authentic self, and that's where people will sort of get on the same page as you and be interested in what you're doing. So that is what I have for you, Group 1. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. I would love for you to comment and tell me how this has resonated for you. And I will see you again in the next reading. Bye. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading. So you chose the group with this little fairy house figurine. So this one is a cute little one, just reminds me of a cute little cottage. And I can't see if that's a word there, but I imagine it would just say welcome, so maybe it's just a message to freshen up your home space, create a welcoming environment, bring in some flowers, whatever it is, just freshen up and make the space welcoming. So we will get into your reading. So the first card we had out was the Nine of Wands. So we've got someone and he's working hard to try and protect what he's got. So he's got a plan of attack. He's putting it into action. He's pretty confident he's doing what it needs. He's pretty confident he's doing what needs to happen to protect himself and his family. There. So we also had come out the King of Swords. So this is a very strong spoken kind of energy. He says what he needs to say. He doesn't fancy around anything. He's very straight to the point. We also had coming out the High Priestess. So I feel like these, are quite opposing energies, the King of Swords and the High Priestess. Like she's very, she's very knowledgeable and she's got a lot of wisdom, and so does he, but he kind of brings it out in a more upfront way, whereas she kind of keeps some things more to herself, for her to know, to keep to herself, sort of thing. So the next card that came out was the Nine of Swords, and I see a bit of a theme here of there's some kind of something challenging. So we had the Nine of Wands at first, and now we've got the Nine of Swords. So there's something challenging, something's attacking you here, and it's still happening here. And I feel like she is not holding back with how it's affecting her. She's unhappy. She's almost inconsolable. She's getting attacked here, and she's gonna scream and shout about it. Make sure someone's listening. So I kind of feel like this is two different people here. The King of Swords energy and then the Nine of Swords energy with the High Priestess. And I feel like they're both trying to tackle this challenge together. But they've definitely got different approaches. And then we had out the Five of Wands. So there's definitely something that they're fighting for here. They're fighting together, they're fighting for something though. There's some kind of challenge, attack that they're trying to tackle and get through. And I'm feeling like it's just a bit of exercising trust, like a trustful. These people are arm wrestling in this picture here, but I sort of see like a trustful, so like one person's just gonna fall back and let the other person catch them and just have faith that they've got them. So it might be the case here where this person's got that Nine of Swords energy, and they're like, we're being attacked, and like we need to do something, like very miserable. And the King of Swords energy is like, don't worry, I've got this. I'm putting this plan in action. I'm making sure that we're protected. And she's just gotta kind of have faith in him that he's got it under control, and there might not be anything she can do within her power right now. So as much as they're in this fight together, that's kind of her role in this scenario. It's not all of her role, but just part of it. Is to trust that this person is capable of doing what he says he's doing. And the next card, I have to cover it up a bit because it's got nudity and I don't want it to get blocked off the video. Was the stars. So the stars to come out after the Five of Wands, and all of this is sort of saying that don't lose hope. Make sure that you stick together and look to the future, and it will get better. It may just be a thing to do with time. It may just take some time. But yeah, whatever plan is in action to help with this challenge, just have faith that it will work out, and stick together. There's definitely something about needing each other to get through to the end, and see it through together. Yeah. I'm just gonna see what else I get coming up. So, strength. So we had the strength card coming out. So yeah, I was looking forward to the future. Just hold on to that strength. I think that what really works for this person here is that strength, that he's able to face the challenge, look it in the eye, and keep going and keep doing what he needs to do. And he's sort of trusting the process. So that's what they both need to do together. Yeah, and just holding that strength will really get you through. You've got what it takes. You've got the strength within you. Yeah, and just don't be pushed down. Don't back down at all. And just, yeah, keep having faith that things will work out. Yeah, so just keep strong, keep up your strength, and just know that your fears and challenges will be overcome, and you will face them all, and all of your fears will be revealed, and you will face them head on, and you will conquer them. We also have, from the Water Alchemy Oracle, we have Dilution. Okay, I will read a little bit from the book on dilution. Do not dilute your inner light and beauty. You are an alchemist and have the power to master your emotions to transform your life for the better. Be like delusion. Top yourself up with positive energy daily. In the same way you would take your daily vitamins, dose yourself up with fresh air, breathe in light, and bathe in positive feelings. Use meditation as your medicine. Soon enough, it will become second nature as you more and more easily dilute away the blues and get used to starting the day on a positive note. And you've got one more oracle card from the Moonology Messages Oracle. You got cut your losses, moon in detriment. So I feel like this is just saying cut your losses with the challenge that you're going through. Whatever it is that this challenge is for you, it'll be over soon when you get past that hurdle of overcoming it. Just keep looking forward with that star energy, looking forward, positive hopes for the future, and yeah, leave what you lost in the past. So that's what I have for you today, group 2. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please comment and let me know if it has resonated for you at all. I would love to hear, and I will catch you again in the next reading. Bye. Hello, group 3, and welcome to your reading. If you chose group 3, this little fairy house came with your reading. It's a very cute little fairy house. I feel like the message with this is about finding your inner child and soothing your inner child, and maybe that would be making yourself a cubby fort, a little cubby house like you would when you were a child, with just like blankets and pillows, and or just play peekaboo in a cubby house with your child or your grandchild, or yeah, just hop under the covers and remember how it used to feel when you were in one of those blanket forts as a child. Like, it felt so safe and secure and warm and cozy. So yeah, maybe just creating that feeling again for yourself. So to start with your reading today, we have the Devil. So there's something here that's holding you back, and it's something that's not good for you. It doesn't align with where you want to see yourself going in the future. It doesn't sit right with who you are. It's something that you really need to remove from your life in order to move forward in the best way possible. Yeah, so we have that one, and then we had out the 6 of Pentacles. So together, after having the Devil card come out, now we've got the 6 of Pentacles. I feel like this energy is like asking you, there might be something here that you need to move away from. You need to give up something. You need to let go of something that's not serving you. But look out there in the world and see what you do already have to give the world. Because people might be willing to help you out along this journey that you're moving away from something, but they might be able to give you something to help you out, or they may have skills that will work alongside yours really well. And always be on the lookout for what you can give other people. You may not have much, you may not have everything, but you might have something to give them, and you might have something to put out there and to give the world at this time. And it might just take stepping away from some things to be able to see that, to be able to see that clearly. So we also had come out the Ace of Pentacles. So I think you're working on figuring it out, what you do have, and what you've got to give to the world, and what you want to put your energy into. You want to build something, you want to create something, and it's time to put the right kind of energy into it. So yeah, it's really just about where you're going and what you're putting into it, and what is going to eventually pay off and come out of it for you. And then we had come out the Four of Cups. So she's not looking too happy here, this one. She's facing away. She looks like she's not really owning up, or doesn't really want to deal with whatever the problem is. He's sort of trying to talk to her about it. She's not having anything to do with it. It feels like she's always got that sort of desire to go back to the ocean. And I think she's with the Faerie here, but she's always been called back to the ocean. And I think this is a message of, you can do new and exciting things, but you don't always have to run away from where you are. You don't always have to go somewhere else to explore and do exciting things. So it's really just calling her to stay where she is, but just do new things. You don't always have to go back. You don't want to go back to where things may lead you to where you're trying to come away from. You don't want to get pulled back in a backwards direction. So the next card we had out was the Four of Pentacles. So I feel like this person is now starting to put her energy into where it's meant to be going, and it's just a message to tell you that once you keep putting your knowledge in the right direction, focusing your knowledge and your intentions in the right direction to where it's meant to be going, then you'll start to receive the benefits of that. So you can see here she's collecting lots of fruits and nuts. So yeah, it's just about good things are coming back around slowly. You're starting to collect those benefits. And just remember to be wise when you are using the benefits. Make sure that you're not using them up so fast. Portion them out so they last a bit longer. Yeah, you've got to not be hasty with it in the short term. Is the message there. So we also have the Nine of Swords coming out. And this is just reminding you to remember what you have, because it looks like she's being attacked here, and she's feeling like, oh, what's the use, but you are getting there and you are making progress. It might be tricky to see or remember that progress along the way as you're hustling and bustling, but you have come a far way, and you're still getting all these good things coming for you. And there's this little bird here, and it's got a little flower. So I think that's just a message to remind you to have hope and always keep being guided towards the future and hoping for good things for the future, because you can see what you've got is really great. You've finally worked out those ideas about yourself, those contributions that you can make to the world, and they're going to be so much more beneficial for you than what you're leaving behind. So yeah, just keep all of your focus and attention on those things that mean a lot to you and that you're really good at. And yeah, that's how good things will come back to you in the world as well. Feel free to take adventures, but don't always be running. You may have that urge to run straight back to where you came from in the beginning with the devil, but you've got to remember that sort of is where you came and where you had to get away from. So you've got to keep your eyes in a forward focused direction. Yeah, always looking up at that sign of hope. Always look for those signs of hope that keep prodding you along in the right direction. We'll just get another clarifying card for the Nine of Swords. What else do we need to know about the Nine of Swords? Okay, we have the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. Yep. So you're starting to come into a good place here. Okay, so yeah, we have the Ace of Cups coming out. So you're in a good place. I feel like starting from here, you're in a good place. You know where it is you're going. You know what's good. Just keep working on that. And then we had the Nine of Wands coming out, and there's sort of a bit of a question here whether you've got what it takes, or the things you've chosen to do with your life in the past, how have they affected you where you are now. But yeah, you don't need to be worried about that. It hasn't held you back. It's kind of like a secret weapon in disguise. Those things have happened for a reason, and you've learned from them, and that's what this message is all about. Is you've got to where you are from today, from where you have been in the past, and it doesn't have to be a hindrance. It's there to push you to be who you are and be a better person, better version of yourself. And so now we're coming into this Knight of Wands energy, which is, she's ready to take the step. She's ready to do the work. She's ready to show up. She's determined. She's going to make it happen. So whatever this situation is for you that you're discovering, it's all coming together for you. It's a good new thing to be on a journey to, and just give it all you've got. We also have an oracle card from the Magical Unicorns Oracle. You've got go with the flow, relax and trust, accept what is happening. So yeah, really just about going with the flow of what's happening in your situation, and just trust the universe, trust that it's all happening in divine timing, and you get there to where you're going. Yeah. Whatever's happened and whatever's happening is happened for a reason. So you've got that, and you also got one from the Moonology Messages Oracle, Out of Bounds Moon, Boundaries. So yeah, as you go, you'll just have to be constantly reminded to keep your boundaries in check. Don't lower or drop your boundaries for anyone or anything. That's a really good, strong place to start, is making sure you know what your boundaries are and you keep them firmly in place. So group 3, I hope you have enjoyed your reading, and I look forward to reading for you again next time. Please leave me a comment if you've resonated with this message, and let me know how, and I'll catch you again in the next reading. Bye!